Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is about atonement, amends, and forgiveness. Maybe it's really about sin. So we're at this period of the year that is Yom Kippur, and it is the time of atonement. It's when the Jewish people have a time of reflection and review and make atonement for whatever they did wrong in the last year. And I think about just the whole idea of doing that act is a way of clearing out what's gone before so that you are clean to go forward. And in the 12 steps, there's a point, it's the ninth step, where you make amends. So you've done a whole reflection and review, and you've come up with a list of things that you want to make amends for. And the point of that is that you are cleaning up your side of the street so that you can move forward, paving your way in recovery. And the Catholics have their confession so that they can go and confess their sins and get forgiven. So they know exactly what level of sin they've done and what level of hell they'd be going to, and then they can get forgiven for it. The big thing about this is clearing up your side of the street so that you can move forward, that you can go forward without any baggage, with a clear heart. And I feel moved to just mention in here that the original definition of sin in Aramaic, which was the language that Jesus spoke, was an archery term meaning missing the mark. So that's really all it was. Mortal, venial, or whatever. It wasn't, your soul was not damned to hell. It was just to err is human. You were being human. You missed the mark. Go and sin no more. Practice and hit the bullseye next time. So I'm not really familiar with how the Jews faced the whole sin thing, but it makes it a little harder when you're in the archaic view of sin to just leave that be and go forward. This is interesting that Yom Kippur coincides with the equinox, because the equinox is a time of renewal for nature. If you consider that the harvest has happened from the solstice to now, it's a time of completion for nature, and this is a period of time from now until December where you would be doing soil preparation, getting ready for that dormancy period for nature. So it's a review time for nature and a time of making the fields ready for a new creation. So atonement or amends or any of that kind of stuff is really just keeping your side of the street clear. It's keeping your house clear and in order. It is, putting the trash out and the recycle out so that you're living in a clear space. From the perspective of consciousness, there is no good or bad. It's just energy. It just is. And consciousness is continuously creating. Consciousness is continually letting go of old stuff and making new stuff. So it's not a big deal to let go of the old and create the new. It's only when we've got all these emotional attachments and, life or death projections on what we're letting go of. Or egoic, we have to be right, and we don't ever make mistakes. As consciousness, you're bigger than any mistakes that you've made. And what you're simply doing is moving yourself to the next space of growth, the next step of evolution, and letting go of past. So you could say past mistakes. You're letting go of the past. It's like you don't move to the next grade in school and carry all your school papers with you from the previous year. Yeah, you may have failed that paper or whatever, but you're not carrying it forward. You're carrying forward your learning and your awareness, but you're going forward with new anticipation of the new year. So from that perspective, growth and change is exciting. From that perspective, you're going forward to something brand new. It's all about creation. It's all magical. It's all going to be fun and different. So I invite you to approach this time of year, and also the things that are coming up. There are some major changes happening in the world, and there's a lot of transformation. There's some unexpected things that are about to happen. And I invite you to approach it with a childlike sense of wonder and excitement. See if you make it easier for you to step into the new world that you're creating. So if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Sign up to receive these in your inbox. I have a weekly radio show, and I also have webinars and coaching programs. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you in the next Mystic Minute in a couple days.